Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Take a deep breath and imagine this for a moment. You're sitting in the tattoo chair. The machine starts its steady buzz. The first few lines hit your skin. At the beginning, it often feels manageable, a sharp, rhythmic scratching sensation. You feel present. Your body releases a rush of adrenaline and endorphins, and for a little while you think, okay, I've got this. You feel almost invincible. But then time passes. An hour, 2 hours, 3. And something shifts. The pain changes character. What felt like a scratch becomes a burn. Your mind begins to wander. You start questioning whether you can keep going. This is the psychological wall that almost everyone eventually hits. Today we're taking a slow, honest, and very thorough look at tattoo pain, what it really feels like, and why it varies so dramatically. We're exploring the hidden biological and psychological factors at play, what actually helps you push through it, and what doesn't. We'll cover the mindset that turns a difficult session into a meaningful experience rather than just endurance. This is the deep dive. This isn't a quick tip video. We're going deep because understanding pain properly can completely change how you approach your next piece. Let's begin with the psychological reality that catches most people off guard. The wall most people aren't ready for when they first sit down. When you first sit down, your body does something remarkable. Your central nervous system kicks into protection mode and floods you with chemicals, adrenaline, endorphins, even some dopamine. For the first 20 to 40 minutes, you describe entering a kind of focused zone. Rhythmic intensity. You convince yourself that you could sit there for hours, but that natural chemical buffer has a limit. After roughly 2 hours, reserves dry. The endorphins can't keep up with the continuous stimulation. Suddenly the pain transforms. Areas that were tolerable become difficult. Every pass of the needle over already worked skin feels heavier, hotter, more burning. This is the wall, and it's not just physical. It's mental exhaustion meeting sustained discomfort. The artists who have sat through long sessions say, this is where character shows itself. Not because the pain gets worse in an absolute sense, but because your mind has been working hard the whole time to manage it. It starts to fatigue. Understanding that this wall is coming, and that it's normal, already removes some of its power. You are prepared. You stop feeling like something is wrong with you and start recognizing it as a predictable phase you can prepare for and manage. Now, the anatomy of pain. Why some areas feel so much worse. Pain maps are rough guides, but the hidden landscape underneath matters. Areas where bone sits very close to the surface, shins, collarbone, ribs, spine, elbows, tend to be among the most challenging. The vibration travels through the thin layer of skin and stimulates the periosteum covering your bones. It feels jarring and systemic. It creates a deep, jarring, almost electric feeling that radiates through your body. It's an intense, systemic stimulation. Then there are the major nerve pathways. The inner bicep, behind the knee, the sides of the neck, and the soft spots. Stimulating these nerve trunks causes referred pain. The sensation might start in one location but shoot down your arm or leg in sharp bursts. Your survival instincts kick in strongly, making you want to pull away even when your conscious mind wants to stay perfectly still. Softer, fleshier areas, outer thighs, upper arms, calves, are generally more forgiving. The padding absorbs some of the vibration. But individual differences are huge. One handles ribs well, while another finds their outer forearm surprisingly difficult. Pain is personal. There's another massive variable rarely discussed, the hormonal factor that changes everything for millions of collectors. Biology is key. Your pain tolerance is not a fixed trait. It fluctuates significantly with your hormonal cycle. Estrogen levels play a massive role here. During the follicular phase, rising estrogen boosts endorphins and dopamine. Longer or more painful sessions feel more manageable. In contrast, during the luteal phase and menstruation, estrogen drops, inflammation increases, and pain sensitivity often rises dramatically. The exact same tattoo can feel much more intense during this time. Planning bigger pieces around this isn't just about being tough. Ignoring this biological reality isn't a sign of toughness. It often just makes the experience unnecessarily difficult. Schedule smart. What actually helps? The most effective strategies combine physical preparation, breathing techniques, and the right mindset for the chair. Breathing is your simplest yet most powerful tool. When pain intensifies, most people unconsciously hold their breath in shallow bursts. This activates your fight or flight response, which turns the volume up on the pain. Switch to slow, deep belly breathing instead. Long inhales through the nose, longer exhales through the mouth. This stimulates the vagus nerve and calms the alarm system. It sends a signal to your brain to lower your heart rate and reduce the emotional weight of the sensation. Stay steady through the hard parts. Many who master this say it allows them to stay steady. Distraction, music, conversation. Find what works for you and prepare it. The way you think about the discomfort changes how it feels. Reminding yourself the pain is temporary and chosen provides real strength. Focusing on the meaning behind the tattoo, the story, the memory, the personal significance often carries people through the toughest moments. One collector described sitting for a large rib piece. The first hour was doable, but then the wall hit hard. She used mental checkpoints. By breaking the session into smaller checkpoints and using consistent breathing, she made it through with pride and accomplishment. She said the pride afterward made every difficult moment worth it. Another person transformed their experience by understanding their cycle. Their third big session felt dramatically easier, simply because they scheduled it during a better phase. Knowledge is power. While the pain is real, knowledge, preparation, and the right approach make it far more manageable for everyone in the chair. Tattoo pain is not something to fear blindly. It's something to understand, respect, prepare for, and work with in the ritual. When you approach the chair with awareness, the experience becomes a meaningful ritual, leaving you with art you're proud to carry. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What has been the most painful spot you've ever had tattooed? What helped you most? What advice would you give to someone nervous about sitting for a bigger piece? If this gave you new perspective, please like and subscribe. We're building a space for real conversations. And just so everyone knows, I'm Washington's avatar, an AI-generated version of him. This is the science of the mark. Subscribe if you want to know how the game actually works. Respect the physics, respect the history, respect the craft. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.